Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 everyone. You know what time it is. It is Makeover Monday. I'm so super excited to be on live with you today. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in and get your transformational tip for today. Hey there. Thank you so much for jumping on. I'm Tammy Durden bringing you your transformational tip for today. So come on live with me today. So super excited to be on with you today. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. I hope that you have enjoyed this day. Hey, LT, thank you so much for joining. Hello. Thank you so much for watching. It is Makeover Monday. Come on in and get your transformational tip for today. If you're on with me live, thank you, LT. Love you guys. If you're on with me live, give me some hearts, some thumbs up. Say hey. LT has already said hey. And let me know that you're on with me today. Again, so super excited to be live with you today for this Makeover Monday. We're making over our lives. We're transforming our lives into something amazing. So come on in and get your transformational tip for today. Hey, Eric, Big E, thank you for jumping on. It's Makeover Monday. I'm going to go ahead and invite some more sister friends to join us. If you can invite some others to join the broadcast with us as well. Hey there, thank you so much for joining on Periscope. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Makeover Monday. And again, we have committed to transforming our lives into something amazing. No longer will we just live the status quo and accept what life kind of dishes out to us, but we're going to be intentional about our living. We are going to be intentional about our doing and transform our lives into something amazing. So, with that being said, for those who may not be familiar with me, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tammy Durden, international speaker, transformational coach, and author of the book, Get Up, Dust Yourself Off and Win. And what professional women, female entrepreneurs, and leaders hire me to do is to help them push past setbacks and stagnancy, to get unstuck, to identify their authentic style, and to transform their image into something amazing. And so I want to take a moment also to invite you to my summer vision party, the See Your Way to Success Vision Party, hashtag summer edition, happening right here in Houston, Texas on June the 15th. We have both live and virtual seats available, so you can come to the event live with me. We're going to be doing our vision boards. We're going to be revamping our vision board. So if you've never created a vision board, I'd love for you to show up. I'll help you with your vision. If you've already created one, this is a great time. This is mid-year. It will be the month of June. So we will be at the halfway point in the year. And this will give us an opportunity to reset, reevaluate, revisit our vision and make sure that our goals and actions are still in alignment with our vision. Maybe we need to make some slight adjustments or minor tweaks to it. We can do that. And so we're going to have some great Q&A. We're going to have some great time building those vision boards so that we know where we're headed. We can see where we're headed, and we are clear about the visions that we have for our lives. So go to bit.ly/SeeYourWay19 and grab your seat and get registered. Grab a seat for a friend. Again, if you want to attend live, you can grab a ticket. If you want to attend virtually in our Zoom room, we will have virtual tickets available. So in the comfort of your own home, maybe you can't get a babysitter or something like that. So from the comfort of your own home, you'll be able to engage with us for the vision board party. I'll have Q&A on the chat, and it's just going to be a great time. So go to bit.ly/SeeYourWay19 and grab your tickets for the Summer Vision Board Party. All right. Let's see, who else do we have on? Hey, Zena, thank you for watching. It's Makeover Monday. Hi, Barry, thank you for joining. Amber, thank you so much for jumping on. Thank you very much, Barry. I appreciate that. Thank you for your kindness. Hey, Portia, thank you so much for joining. It is Makeover Monday. Hey, over there on Periscope, thank you for jumping on. It's Makeover Monday, and we're transforming our lives lives into something amazing. Well, let's get into the transformational tip for today. Well, as you know, we've been talking about vision, and we're going to be talking about vision over the next couple of weeks leading up to the vision board party. And so one thing that I want to share with you today is, for your tip today, be willing to sacrifice for your life. Be willing to sacrifice for your vision. And so essentially it's be willing to sacrifice. Be willing to sacrifice. Oftentimes we have a vision, we have goals, we have dreams, we have things that we want to accomplish in life. And the fact of the matter and the reality of it is it will require some sacrifice. It will require us to do some things that we don't normally do, or to give up some things that we may normally do or have. Sacrifice. But if we want to get from where we are to where we want to be, it requires sacrifice, giving up something. Well, what are some of the things that we have to give up? So if I want to have a business, or a successful business, or if I want to excel in my career, or if I want to get married, all of that requires sacrifice. There's something that I have right now that I may have to give up in order to achieve that thing that I want to achieve up. So for example, in building a business, it requires a huge sacrifice, a sacrifice of my time, a sacrifice of financial resources, a sacrifice of rest. It requires sacrifice. And so if I have a choice though, and we all have choices. And so I have to choose between what my vision is and going after that thing that I want, or essentially staying where I am. And if I want to stay where I am, that's fine. I don't have to sacrifice. I don't have to do anything different. I don't have to give up any of my time, my talent, my resources, or any of that if I want to stay where I am. But if I want to get up here, it's going to require some sacrifice. And a lot of times we talk about things that we want and things that we want to accomplish and things that we believe that God is going to bless us with. And we've been talking about writing the book, but one of the missing elements in reality is we don't want to sacrifice. We don't want to do the necessary to sacrifice, again, to get from where we are to get to where we want to be. It requires sacrifice. And so I challenge you today to think about that. Think about your vision. Think about your goals. Think about your dreams. And think about some things that have possibly been holding you back that you really need to sacrifice and give up, to get from where you are to get to where you want to be. And so maybe your goal is weight loss, is to lose weight, to become more healthier. Well, how many of you know that that's going to require some sacrifice? You're going to have to sacrifice your time and get in the gym and work out, or get on the track and walk. But it's going to require sacrifice. It's going to require you sacrificing some of those foods that you enjoy and that you love, because you want to get healthy now. You want to lose some weight. You want to be fit. Because how many of you know, if you have a goal, if you have a vision, and if you have a dream, it's going to require some good health to walk that thing out. It's going to require good health to be able to enjoy the things that you're going after. And so again, it requires sacrifice. And Portia says, that's true. Sacrifice is tough, Tammy. Absolutely. It's tough. It's not easy. It's not always an easy choice. It's not always an easy thing to do. It is tough. But in the end, you got to know it's worth it. Thank you, Portia. Thank you so much. But you've got to know it's worth it. You know, even if maybe you're on a job and you're trying to get a promotion and you're trying to excel in your career, and it requires you to take on an extra project, or requires you to get a certification in a certain area. So that means that you're going to have to sacrifice some of your time. Some of your time that maybe you have spent with your family. Some of your time maybe that you would hang out with girlfriends. Some of your time that you watch television, right? Sacrifice. sacrificing some of the things that we already do, that we already have, that we're used to doing, that we're used to having. It requires sacrifice, again, to get to from where you are to where you want to be. So my question for you today is, are you willing to sacrifice? And if you're willing to sacrifice, and you know what your vision is, you know what your goals are, you know where you want to be. Hey, Capfield, thank you so much for joining. It is Makeover Monday. We're making over our lives. And your transformational tip for today is be willing to sacrifice. Hey, Grace, thank you for joining. Be willing to sacrifice in order to see your vision come to pass, in order to accomplish your goals and dreams. You've got to be willing to sacrifice. So my question to you today is, are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to let go of some of those things that you've clung on to, or you've been clinging on to? Are you willing to let some of those things go? Some of the spare time you've had. These days, I don't even know what spare time is much anymore. But I know with the sacrifice that I'm making right now, it's going to pay off big for me in the end. Hey, Princess, thank you for joining. It's a Makeover Monday. Your transformational tip for today is be willing to sacrifice. When going after your goals, your dreams, seeing your vision come to pass, be willing to sacrifice. And you know, the thing about sacrifice usually is temporary. If you're going towards your vision, your goals, your dreams, sacrifice is usually temporary, right? So you've got to know that it's not going to always be this way. It's not going to, last forever, the sacrifices that you're making right now. But you've got to keep the end in mind. And that's why a vision board is so important, because with a vision board and having a vision board, you see the end result on that vision board. You see, you no longer are focusing on where you are right now, but when you have that vision board, you see where you're headed, you see where you're going. And that's so important, to keep in front of you a visual of where you are going, because when you can see where you're going, that motivates you to keep pushing, that motivates you to keep sacrificing, that motivates you to keep going, and knowing that it's so worth it. It's so worth the sacrifice. Hey, Calvin, thank you for jumping on. Hey, Sandra, thank you so much for It is Makeover Monday. We're making over our lives and transforming our lives into something amazing. Your transformational tip for today is be willing to sacrifice. Be willing to sacrifice, because you know what? That sacrifice will pay off big. And not only will it pay off big for you, it's going to pay off big for your children. It's going to pay off big for your family. It's going to pay off big for your future. So be willing to make the sacrifice. So what's anybody that's been thinking about it, what's one thing that you know right now that you can sacrifice that's going to help get you closer to your vision? What's one thing? And I'll share with you one thing that I had to sacrifice that's getting me closer to my vision. And for me, that's waking up early in the morning. And so, I did research, my goal is to become a millionaire. And so when doing research, one thing that millionaires do is they get up early, right? And so, in the past, I would struggle with getting up early. I mean, like at 4:30 in the morning, every morning, right? And so I know that in order to get from where I am to where I want to be, it was going to require me to sacrifice some of my time, some of my sleep time in the morning. But I know that if I do the necessary things and sacrifice that time and get up early in the morning, and I'll tell you something else, getting up early in the morning was a challenge for me. And I found out that I needed some help on how to get up early in the morning. So you may need some assistance. You may need to read a book. I read a book. It helped me. You may need to get a coach. You may need to get a mentor. You may need to get some help with this area of sacrificing. Some of my clients, I've been able to coach them and help them in different areas in order to get from where they are to where they want to be, in order to identify the sacrifices that they need to make and implement those sacrifices. So you may need to get some help with it. I had to get some help with it. And so now I wake up at 4:30 in the morning. Is it always easy to sacrifice that time? So what that also means for me, I need to go to bed earlier at night, which will facilitate me or help me to get up earlier in the morning. So I'm sacrificing some of my time where I would stay up later to go to bed early so I can get up earlier and be more productive in the morning. And so it requires some sacrifice, but I know that in the end, the sacrifice is going to pay off so big for me. And so that's what you have to keep in mind. Thank you, Portia. Portia says, waking up an hour early to work on finishing my book. Awesome. And congrats to you, Portia, for working on your book. That's a huge step. And so as you know, with writing a book and being an author myself, that is definitely going to require some sacrifice. So if you need that quiet time to wake up an hour early, if you need that time of productivity, it's definitely a sacrifice that's going to pay off big for you. Awesome, 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 awesome. So that is my time for today. That is my tip for today. Thank you for the love. I so appreciate you. If you haven't passed the broadcast along already, go ahead and pass the broadcast along to someone else. If you're watching live with me today, I appreciate it. If you're watching the replay, I equally appreciate you. Make sure you get signed up for my See Your Way to Success Vision Board Party, June the 15th, live here in Houston, Texas. If you're not in Houston, guess what? We have virtual tickets for you to join us online for the See Your Way to Success Vision Board Party. It's the summer edition of it. It is mid-year time to reset, reevaluate, and make sure that we are on track with our visions and accomplishing our goals and dreams. Barry says you're going to give up procrastination. You're going to give up procrastination. That's awesome. Procrastination is a dream stiller, but know that it will require a sacrifice of something, Barry, for you to give up, in order for you to give up procrastination. So you got to dig a little deeper on that to see what's required of you to give up procrastination. So awesome first step. Awesome. Oh, you're very welcome, Princess. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. I appreciate you. Go to bit.ly/See Your Way 19 to get registered for the Summer Vision Board Party, See Your Way to Success. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Have a great evening. I'll see you then.